Okay, my name is Vijaya here, guys, and I've got Bedi here together with me. Now, today's session is all about getting you started for your weight loss challenge, the one that's starting on the 8th. Now, every one of you are aware that we've got one starting on the 8th and we've got one starting on the 15th due to some of the members are unable to get their products in time. So we've got another one starting on the 15th. But Monday's one, this information session is for those starting on the 8th of November's challenge. All right. Now, we are going to go through step by step what exactly you need to do, every step that you need to go throughout the challenge, and what are the details you require to start the program, and then what are the gifts you're going to get and how can you win those gifts for yourself. All right, so we've got everything planned out for today, so just stay with me for next 30 minutes. We'll run through everything smooth and clean so you guys have your information. Now, after finishing this session, we will have some details placed in the group. Make sure every one of you are a member of Weight Loss Challenge group. So that's the group that we will be putting in the grocery list. We will be putting in a standard supplement guide structure for you guys to take a look. And then we will be sharing the meal plan information also there, depending on which program you're in. So all those will be there. So you guys can use those information to get started. Now, let's start with the first thing, how this program is going to work. All right, what are the things that you need to do on a daily basis? Now, in this challenge, if you guys are not actively participating, it's not going to work. So if you guys need to be an active participant in every aspect of the challenge. Now, the first thing that you guys need to do is there are 4 things that you must make sure you're doing on a daily basis. Now, you need to make sure you're eating your 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner. You need to make sure you are going through your water, 3 liters of water on a daily basis. You need to make sure you are taking your fruits, because a lot of people miss out on their fruit. So if you miss your fruit, just make sure you're adding tomato salad into your meal. All right. So if you can't eat your fruit, or if you missed out your lunch fruit or whatsoever, add some tomato into your meal. All right. And then the 4th thing is you need to make sure your supplements are taken. Now, you all probably know your weight loss is not going to happen if you miss out on any one of these 4 things. All right. You will not have a good weight loss if you are not eating properly. You're not going to have a good weight loss if you're not drinking your water. You're not going to have a good weight loss if you're not taking your supplement. Food is important because it needs to be some kind of glucose going into your body. All right. You need all 4 aspects in your program. Any questions on that part before I move to next? Anyone at any time, you've got any question, just keep asking me questions, put it in the chat. So I'll take the question from the chat. All right. Now let's move to next, mentoring part. All right. Each of you has your primary mentor. So you still go back to them. All right. You still work with your primary mentor. So you've got your main mentor. You still go back to them. They still go through the normal mentoring process with you. Now, in the group, what will happen is we've got about 6-7 senior mentors working in that group. So we will be putting in motivational things, what you need to do for the day. Have you prepared your meal? So we will be communicating with you guys in that group frequently. About 5-6 of us are there. But you still need to be in touch with your mentor on a daily basis or 3 days once, however your mentor works out with you. All right, so that's very important. Now, in that group itself, you guys, now the next thing I'm going to go into is how can you get those gifts. There are a lot of gifts coming up. So tomorrow we will be listing down what are the gifts for the whole of next week, Monday onward. So Monday to Friday, we've got few gifts coming up. So who's going to get that gift? How can you be qualified for those gifts? So first thing that you need to do is you need to make sure whatever you eat, it's in the group. You put whatever meal you're eating into the group, first thing. Second, talk about your progress. Whatever's happening, even if you say you've got headache, put it there. I've got headache today. What can I do? Put it there. We will help you out. All right. If you're not able to drink your water, I'm struggling to drink water, put it there. The more posts you generate in that group, that will count towards your draw for the gift. All right. Let's say Sonali has 10 posts she has placed for the day. She put her breakfast, lunch, dinner picture. She put her picture of her drinking water. She put her picture of her going for a walk. All this. Sonali got 10, this one. She's on the first for the win. If there are Ash as 3, none of the mentors are getting gift, guys. So let me tell you, it's only for the customers. So don't, mentors, you all are not getting any gift. So only for the customers. So if let's say now Ash comes in and put 5 posts. So Sonali is still leading. So Sonali will be our first to get our first gift for that day. We've got few coming in throughout the week. All right. So be active. The more active you are, the more motivated you will be. It will help you move forward in your program. You see, our primary is not giving you gift. That's just a push for you, just an incentive for you. Our primary goal is to make sure that you guys are active in the group, so you are doing that program properly. All right, so that's the program, the gift part. So you guys know what to do now for throughout the group. Monday it starts. From Monday onward, your post will be counted for the week. All right, your post will be counted for the week. All right. So get active, get as many gifts. There is no limit how many gifts you can get. If you've got a gift last week, you can still get another gift this week also. So there is no limit that you've got once and you cannot get again. If you are the person who's active in the group, you deserve that group gift. All right. So that's the gift part. Now let's go to the supplement part. I'm going to pass that to Bedi. Bedi will go through with you the supplement part.
Thank you so much, Vijaya. Would you be able to share the screen?
Yep, I'll share the screen. See, because we have got few plans in this program here, I'm going to just, we are going to just go through the simple basic one first. Most of you will be using this plan only. I'll share the screen now, Bedi, and this information will be shared later in your, this one. So this is the one, Bedi.
Yeah, so as you all can see, like we have a basic standard nutritional routine here, but then depending on which country you are living in, we have like 1 or 2 different supplements for you. So don't get confused. If you're confused that way, you can always go back to your mentor and then verify and ask her or him, like, you know, why it's different, but it's the same thing. So let me go here in the top. As you can see, the first thing what you need to do is like you will do your 3 W's, which is like we, weigh, and weight yourself. I mean, wake up, and weight yourself. Okay, so that's the first thing you do, and that's really important. Why? Because taking weight will always motivate you and keep you on track. It will show you how you're going with your program. And after that, you just go to the kitchen and you make a drink in your empty stomach. So how you can make that drink? As you can see, we name that drink as a goop. So just take half glass of water, which is about 250 mils, just the regular water, whichever you drink every day, and put 15 mils of natural mineral drink in that water, another 15 mils of aloe vera in the water again, and 2 scoops of fiber. So the scoop will be inside the fiber box itself. So you don't have to worry about the spoon or anything, because that's the standard scoop you need to use. And after that, what you can do is, at the moment, the balance drop, we're not mixing that with goop, because you'll be taking that balance drop after the breakfast. Okay, so I'll go on to that later on. But the first thing you need to do is make a drink it in your empty stomach, and that's the good drink. Half glass of water, 15 mils of aloe vera, 15 mils of natural, and 2 scoops of fiber. If some people has Phyto Greens as an additional supplements, you can also add 1 scoop of Phyto Greens in that drink. Okay, so let's move on to the breakfast part. So you will have your breakfast in the morning. So
that's one thing, Bedi. Can you explain a bit why Phyto Green is very important? Why a lot of people are taking iron infusion?
Yeah, so specifically if you are vegetarian, I would highly recommend you to go with additional Phyto Greens. The reason is the Phyto Greens is an extract of varieties of greens. Okay, so it contains very high iron, like fibers, minerals, which will really supply you the energy throughout your day. And also it's a very great product to help you through your detoxing. Yep. So this is really important. And as I mentioned, for the vegetarian people, it's really important. Don't miss Phyto Greens.
Yeah. And Phyto Green also has one ingredient called spirulina.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that spirulina's content, it contains iron 950% more iron than spinach itself. So because of that, a lot of our customer who has iron deficiency, they go for Phyto Green in their program.
Absolutely.
All right.
And thank you. Let's move on to breakfast. So once you have your breakfast, right after the breakfast, have one liver health, one multivitamin. If you have multivitamin, some people might have D3 plus. So have that one and one bone capsule. And also you might have endurance. So we always have optional in this program. So don't get confused thinking like I don't have multivitamin or I don't have endurance. It's always this or that. So have one liver health, one multivitamin and one burn after the breakfast. So you know how we feel like drinking water after we have our meals. So same way, after having a breakfast, while you are drinking a water, make sure you add 25 drops of balanced drop in that water and then drink it. So that will help you with the sugar cravings. Why? Because that balanced drop is a concentrated cinnamon and which helps with the sugar cravings. So sugar cravings doesn't mean like it's related directly to the sugar, but it's more about the carbohydrates as well, because our body is not getting that enough carbohydrates during the program. So your body can crave for that glucose, you know. So this balanced drop is really important and it will help you with that sugar craving, with the glucose craving. So after that, you will have your lunch. So before you start the lunch, always make sure to have one digestive enzyme or carb blocker or reducer, as which country you are living in right now. So why? Because this digestive enzyme has got 6 different types of enzyme, which will really help you with the digestion. Okay. So this is really important to take either along with the meal or just before the meal, not after the meal. Okay. Because this will help with the digestion. So it's really important. And if you are taking carb blocker, that will help with the digestion, like it slows down your digestion and also it slows down the absorption of the carbohydrates. So make sure you have your digestive enzyme or carb blocker right before the lunch. And after the lunch, you can have one burn or one endurance and then one multivitamin or one D3. Thanks for the update, Vijaya. Okay, so after the lunch, we will have dinner. And in dinner as well, as I said, make sure you take that carb blocker or digestive enzyme before dinner. Can you make that before dinner?
Sorry, yeah.
That's okay. So yeah, make sure to have one carb blocker if you are on carb blocker, or make sure to have one digestive enzyme if you are on that one before dinner. So just think this way. Your larger meal is always lunch and dinner, yeah? So during those large 2 meals, make sure you have your digestive enzymes or carb blocker before the meal, because it helps with the digestive, the function and also as well as the absorption of the carbohydrates. It delays the absorption of the carbohydrate. So after the dinner, you can have one liver health. You can delete that digestive enzyme. Yeah. So that's the one thing you can have after dinner is liver health. And if you are living in Australia, you will have a probiotic sachet, like a double sachet. You don't need to take every day. You can take as alternate night. So every second night, mix that double sachet. Let me show you. It's good that I have right here. I would have showed you all the supplements. So this is how it looks for Australia. So it comes as a double sachet. So make sure to tear it like both sachet as a double and then mix it in half glass of water and then drink it every second night. So if you start your program on Monday, you can drink on Monday night and then afterwards is Wednesday. So that's alternate night. And for USA clients, like if you are doing the program, you will have like another sachet, like a coffee sachet, isn't it? So it comes as a 30 sachet in that packet. So what you need to do is you can take it every day. You don't need to take alternate night and you don't need to mix it in the water. You can either directly take it or you can mix it with your dinner. And I think that's all for the
supplement. Yeah, excellent. Now, can you, I'll just go through a bit about your Fleeq app. So now what we do with the Fleeq app is, you see each of us mentor has got our own mentor code. So like mine is CCCIWG, Betty has her code, each individual mentor have their own code. So you need to make sure you download the app and then you add this code to it. If you have any issues with the creation of the app, just straight away message your mentor and they will help you out. Now, once you've added this code into your app, when you update your weight, what will happen is your weight update will go directly to your mentor. So let's say now if Bedi is my customer and Bedi update her weight in Fleeq, she will, every time she update weight, it will notify me saying, Bedi has updated her weight, current weight is this, total weight loss is this. So it will keep updating me. So it keeps me notified how Bedi is progressing and whether Bedi is actually doing the program or not. So it keeps me notified on all those things. All right. So just make sure you've got this also done. So if you don't have the link, just message your mentor and they will be able to provide you with this. All this information will be placed in the group also for you guys to use later. All right. Okay. So that's the app. That's the this one, and that's the checklist that we went through. Now let's go to the actual program itself, the food list and etc., and how you need to start with the food list and things. Now on the first 3 days, so we will have one more session of this on Wednesday. So we will have one Zoom on Wednesday to start you guys into stage 2. But Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 3 days, it's going to be your step 1. Now you guys need to go back to your mentor and get your food list, how to access your food list from them. All right. Now in that food list, you will have something called step 1 food list, step 1 approved food list. That is the food list you need to use for the next 3 days. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days, you are going to use step 1's food list. All right. Now this step 1 food list, you can eat unlimited as much as you want. But because we are emphasized on mono eating, you try to take one protein. So it will have 3 lists. It will have protein, vegetable, and fruit list. So these 3 lists will be there. So you take 1 protein, 1 vegetable, 1 protein, 1 vegetable, breakfast, lunch, dinner, cover all 3. All right, cover all 3 and then eat based on this. All right, now fruit, you just take 1 fruit from it, 1 fruit a day. Meals, 3 meals, but no limit on how much you eat. You can have, let's say you're non-veg, you can have 200 grams of chicken, or you can have 300 grams of chicken. You can have as much spinach as you want, but 1 protein, 1 vegetable. Do you see that? Don't take chicken, lamb, mix together, cook together, and then eat. Don't do that. Don't complicate your gut. So take 1 protein, 1 vegetable, and eat those together. All right, so that is first stage 1's plan. Now you make sure you've got the food list. Now the second thing you need to remember is the 4 things that you need to do earlier. Your meals you must take, your water you must drink, you must take your fruit, and you must take your supplement. These are 4 things, your checklist that you need to do. All right, any questions so far with step 1 food list? Now don't worry about step 2. Because today Bedi will be going through the grocery list with you after this. When she go through the grocery list, she's going to prepare you for like a whole 1 week's food. All right, she's going to prepare you with 1 week's food. So you don't need to worry about have I got the food for step 2 or not. You will have the food for step 2 based on Bedi's grocery list. All you need to be sure of is you are eating as much as you want on the first 3 days. 4th day onward, we are going on portion control. But on Wednesday, we will have another Zoom like this, explaining to you how you step into step 2. Step 2 is a bit more complicated, but it's not rocket science or whatsoever. Basically, you just need to make sure you are portion controlling it. But when Bedi go through their grocery list, we will also explain to you how the portion control can be done from the early stage itself. All right, so you portion your meals according to the prep that you're doing now. Okay, so Bedi, I'll be sharing the grocery list page, and then you can run through that. Just a minute. Okay, so hold on, I'll just go through.
Sorry, I was mute. Are you about to share the groceries
Yes,
list?
yes, I'll share in the screen and then you can.
Before you share that, can I quickly show them the real list, how it looks like? Because you were talking about the protein list, vegetable list, and the fruits and condiments as well.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Can I quickly share that one?
Yeah, sure.
So you know how we provide you the link and the password to access your nutritional routine, your vegetarian meal plans, non-vegetarian meal plans, depending on your countries. So what I will do is I'll quickly share how it looks so you exactly know what we're talking about. Okay. You can see my screen, yeah?
Yeah, with it.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the nutritional routine that we're talking about. So how I went there is like, let me go back. So once you log into this website, you can just see the different countries. So I usually go to the Australia since I'm here. And then you can see the nutritional routine there. Yeah. So this is the nutritional routine, but your mentors will be giving you handwritten routine, like as a message in your WhatsApp or Messenger to make it more easy and accessible for you. So that's okay. And after this, what you can see is, can you see meal plans and food list? So that's where you go. And once you go there, you can see like a standard program, which is non-vegetarian program. And this is vegetarian program, and this is vegan program. So this is all we incorporate in our program too. So let's go to the non-veg one for an example. I just want to do it very quickly because we need to focus on the groceries list. That's more important for you, so you don't get confused. So the first thing you need to download and print is step 1 and 2. But if you already have received in your private message from us, like mentors, then you don't need to. But then if you see, you know how you can see step 1 written here. So this is what it exactly says here if you're not printing. So protein list, vegetable list, fruit list. Yeah. And then if you scroll down, you can also see seaweed, condiments, drinks. So it's really straightforward. And what you could do is, if you don't have access, I mean, if you don't have received any meal plans in your message or anything, you can come to the website and go from here. You can download and print like that. So this is the one that we usually send you. Okay. And this is how it looks in the print version. Okay, let me go back. Let me stop sharing this screen so I can let Bijay share her screen.
Okay, so you got so for you guys, so we've got 2 programs running now. We've got the healthiest one, we've got the parts one. So the part has its own program. Healthy has its own program. So I'm going to go through what healthy's program looks like.
Yeah.
So you guys have an idea of how that one looks like.
Thanks, Bijay.
All right, so I'll share my screen. See, basically a lot of things are similar. So all you need to do is for healthy's program. So what you need is you go to the food list. All right, so you go to the food list, or you can start with start here. All right, when you click on start here, it gives you step by step what you need to do. So first one is step 1. So you go to the food list first. So you go to the food list. So you've got the protein list here. You've got the vegetarian and non-vegetarian proteins list. So you choose whatever you want to eat. Then the vegetable, you've got the group A is vegetable, group B is vegetable. You choose whatever you want to eat. Now, step 1, you're eating unlimited, so you don't have calorie count. So eat as much as you want from this end. Fruit, you're taking any one of the fruits you like. One fruit, but you're taking like small. If you're taking small apple, then it's 2. We are taking chopped 50 grams. So basically in the parts program, we say 100 grams of tomato. So here, because we say max 2 in a day, so you get 50 gram, 2 portions. Comes back to same to 100 gram. All right. Same thing, beverage, you've got all this beverage, you've got the spices you can use, the extras are things like soy and everything you can use, soy sauce and everything. Those are all for your seasoning. Same thing. So you guys have got this list also, so you can use from here as well. So select, let's say you want to eat non-veg, salmon, you select salmon, take as much salmon as you want. Then you go to the vegetable list, take what vegetable you like. Say, let's say you like avocado. So take avocado as much as you want, cook with salmon, and you're done with your meal. All right, so 1 protein, 1 vegetable. All right, so let's close this now. Bedi, I'll go to the grocery list. So let's start
Yes.
with the vegetarian list first.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, I'm going to do the non-veg. So the reason why we prepare this prep and this vegetarian, non-vegetarian grocery list is because, see, from our experience of mentoring for the past few years, this is the issue that we notice from people. People tend to feel like, they can't decide what they need to do. They don't know what they need to buy. I'll pass to Bedi first. This is the vegetarian list, and then this is the non-veg.
Thanks, Vijay. Would you mind making it a bit larger font so everyone can see?
Yep, sure. Better?
Yeah. So this is for vegetarian list. As you can see, you have like varieties of food listed like for protein and vegetables, but this is something to help you and make it very easy process for you, at least for the first week. And then afterwards, if you learn how to mix your varieties, then you can happily go and choose different things from the list, out of this list. So let's see. So this is like for this first week. What you can do is you can while you do your grocery shopping, you can make sure you have paneer 500 gram, tofu 500 gram, Greek yogurt. So Greek yogurt is basically comes as Greek yogurt written on the top itself, and you can maybe possibly bring 1 liter. I think that should be enough, or 1 to 2
One
liters.
cup of 1 liter, one is enough.
Yeah. And the holomi is 250 gram. And kala chana is like just the smaller ones, so the brown ones, so 50 grams. And the moong is like moong dal, like 50 grams. And you can also in vegetables like bok choy 1 bunch, spinach 1 kilo, cucumber like probably have 6 medium sized cucumber, and zucchini make sure to have 6 of them, which will be about little more than half a kilo, I guess. And cauliflower, like just bring 1 cauliflower. So this is for vegetarian people. And what it will do is this the quantity and the gram will help you to prep for you whole of the week, so you don't have to worry what to eat. So the preparation is key to success, and it's really true. In this program, if you have prepared for whole of the week, then there is a high chance for you to complete that program like successfully and smoothly. So the preparation part, as you can see, like for tofu, you can make tofu cubes and marinate it and just bake it semi, and place in 5 Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge. And paneer cubes also you can marinate if you want, and then you can also, same way as tofu, you can bake it just half and then place in the Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge. So halloumi cubes the same way, you can just marinate. So all these 3 are like same textures and they taste kind of similar anyway, so you can just bake in the same way. So for marination, you can use any spices you want, which is on the spice list. The spice list will be at the bottom page of your meal plans, if you see, and you can use that herbs and spices throughout your program. So we have all sorts of spices there, like for South Asian people, we usually enjoy our spices and herbs as well. So you can garnish with the herbs. You can use spices like cumin, coriander, like garam masala, and other 5 spices and cinnamon, everything. There is everything. And for kala chana, what you can do is boil it and freeze it. So it's really accessible for you whenever you want to make your meal. And the moong dal, you can soak it and sprout. So this is really important. The weighing, the measuring is really important here if you are following this step 2. So step 1, you don't need to measure anything. Why? The step 1 is, I'll just quickly mention about the step 1, okay? So the step 1 is a transition phase for your body. So your sugars has been cut down, your carbs has been cut down, but we don't want to, the program doesn't want to cut down your frequency and the portion of the food for first 3 days. And it's really important for you to not starve on these first 3 days, okay? So, and moong, you can soak it and sprout it, and you have to weigh the sprouted moong, not the before one, okay? So all the lentils, everything you have to weigh after it's soaked. So I think that's all, isn't it?
Yeah, that's for the first 1 week of this one.
Yeah.
Now, if you are eating extra, so for example, because this is for the first week, from Monday onward, you're going to start eating this. But this has, if you notice, there is, if you go by stage 2's plan, this has 10, this has 10 meal. This has another 2 meals, 12 meals. 13, 14 meals, and then there's Greek yogurt also. So there is about 16 to 17 meals are there. So it gives you an option for the first 3 days to eat more also from this grocery itself. So don't worry, because you don't think that if just because you've see the reason why Bedi says you need to put in 5 Ziploc bag is bag, not bag. Bag is because so for example 500 grams you bring, you marinate, rather than every time you want to cook you then go and measure 500 gram and do your cooking. You bring 500 block, cube it, you already marinate and you bake it and you put it in 5 Ziploc bag. That means each Ziploc bag has 100 gram. So it's easy for you to know, okay, I take 1 Ziploc bag, I know this is 100 gram. And if you're on the first 3 days you need a bit extra, you just take a bit extra, no problem at all. All right. So let's go through the second one, Bedi.
Yeah. Just can you make it bigger? Thanks.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, and scroll down. Yeah. And for the non-vegetarian, like if you're following the non-veg program, so what you can make sure for your groceries shopping is just purchase like 600 gram of minced chicken and 500 gram of cubed salmon fresh. You can also have some prawns, like which is about 400, like 500 gram.
500 grams, yeah.
Yeah. And then you can have bok choy 2 bunch, spinach 1 kg, cucumber about 6, and broccoli like 2 large. And if some people loves to have broccolini, I think they can also have like 2 bunch of broccolini instead of 2 large of broccoli, like 2 to 3 bunch of
the
broccolini.
small one you mean.
Yeah, because I love that one.
Yeah, me too.
And for the preparation, what you can do is you can make a patty of the minced chicken, but make sure you can use all those herbs. So utilize everything what's in the meal plans, because sometimes what we think psychologically is once we are on the diet, that means we are eating bland food, or maybe we don't have anything to marinate. No, that's totally wrong concept. So in our program, you can make your food as delicious as you can. So in minced chicken patties, what I usually do is I chop some coriander and some herbs and I just mix it there, and with some spices as well. So only the thing that you are not using is you're not using oil, and you instead of regular salt, you're using Himalayan salt. Other than that, everything is the same. Nothing has been changed. Okay. So mix about 12 patties from that 600 gram minced chicken and put it in the freezer. And then salmon cubes, marinate and place in the 5 Ziploc bag as Vijay mentioned before. So that will really help you. So what you can do is, let me just quickly talk about like what you can do in different ways. So suppose you have salmon and you want to eat salmon for your meal. So either you can quickly throw it in the air fryer, or you can put it on the pan, non-stick pan. And I usually love in both ways, because if I put it in the pan, that will give me an opportunity to throw my veggies in there with the salmon fat, because it's not too much, but it's enough for the vegetable to get that stir fry, the flavor. And the tamari sauce, which is already on the list, so TAMARI, which is the organic soy sauce. While you go and do your grocery shopping, you will see tamari sauce in the aisle, and then you can just put a little bit of that tamari sauce in that veggies like on the side of the salmon, and it tastes delicious. Just sprinkle some pepper and salt and squeeze lemon, and you just eat. So that's one way of eating salmon. And as you can see, prawn marinade place. So you can also marinate the prawn with your choice of spices, and then put it in the Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer. So these all allow you to have a smooth journey, so you don't have to worry about what you're going to eat next. Because if you are not preparing yourself on time, that will push you to go out of track. Why? Because you'll be hungry, you wouldn't have enough time to make your meal, and then you will start eating whatever in front of you, so always prepare your meals on time, or even at least plan what you're going to eat and make it available in your freezer.
Yep. That's right. Now, the patty here, so I've got 600 grams of minced chicken. If you want more, because you think that maybe on the first 3 days you're going to eat more, then you can make this 800 grams or whatever, doesn't matter. So why I've got 600 grams, I've got 12 patties. So what I've done is, when, like the way Bedi marinated, she marinates and then she makes it into 12 balls. That means each ball has 550 grams. So, if you're on a stage 2 and you're taking, you need to eat 100 grams. So, if I take 2 patty, that's 100 grams for me. Does that make sense? And use baking paper because it won't stick then on baking paper. Sometimes if you use aluminum foil, you need to grease it. So we don't want to grease, so use baking paper, so it's easier.
Okay.
All right? Yeah.
Can I just add something here?
Yep,
So,
yep.
so the list that we just showed you has got like a specific gram written, and then we aimed this one to, complete your 1 week program. But then since we already talked about the first 3 days as your step 1, so what you can do, or what you can think as, is like you can buy the similar groceries, but as an additional portion. And then you can utilize the same list for your like step 2 from the first day of step 2. Does it make sense? Like just the extra portion, like, for the first 3 days, and then make this list for your second stage for whole week.
Yep. So Bedi, can you just run through the breakfast part as well?
Oh yeah. And for the breakfast part, it's really tricky because even being non-vegetarian, even including myself and some of my mentees, we really struggle to eat meat the first thing in the morning in our breakfast, like chicken or anything else. So what we could do possibly, it does impact a slight on our weight loss, but even after that, since we can't eat chicken in the morning, what we could do is you can always eat either mushroom and egg one day, and then the other day you can eat like strawberry or yogurt, or even blueberries or yogurt. And if you love meat or chicken, like, if you are a meat person, then there wouldn't be a problem if you're non-vegetarian, because you can eat, as mentioned here, like eggs, or let me go through the how much you need, the quantity wise. So you can buy 2 dozens of egg, you can have 1 tub of light Greek yogurt, 1 big mushroom. Is that a 1 big of mushroom, or just like 1 punnet?
1 punnet, sorry.
Yeah, it's 1 punnet of mushroom, and 2 boxes of strawberries, which is also in a punnet anyway. So you can have those 2. Can we also put blueberries, because blueberries in the fruit list?
I'm thinking of putting it under the fruit list.
Fruit? Okay, no worries. So you can also make sure to buy 2 punnet of strawberries, like fresh or frozen, because in some of the countries they don't have fresh strawberries available because of the season. So you can always have frozen strawberries in that situation as well. And you can also have some minced chicken, like because for the non-vegetarian meal plan, the breakfast includes protein and 1 egg.
Yeah, so that's what, the 600 grams here, you can always make this extra to cover your this minced chicken, that patties that you will require for breakfast.
And it tastes good, the patties.
Yes, it does. All right.
And let's go. Yeah. So, these are some of the small things, like, because we know we have been doing it for a while, and even for the recipes, like, we can just make it any, like, however we want. But for some of you, this might be the first thing. So if you have any confusion, or if you don't know how to prepare your meal, you can always put your questions in that group, the weight loss challenge group, and there will be like heaps of recipes like we can post for you.
Yeah, so that group will be your primary, it's a very important place where you can actually put all your informations there.
Okay, so let me go through the fruit list.
Yep, sorry.
Okay, so for the fruits, there are other varieties of fruits you can choose from, but just to help you for your first week, so you don't have to think too much what, like, like if you have like 10 options given, then you will get more confused. So for the first week, you can make sure to have 5 large green apples, 2 punnets of strawberries, and 2 punnets of blueberries. That's all. That will, I think that will help you for whole of the week.
Yeah.
For your snacking. So 3 main meals: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and in between, like breakfast, lunch, in between 1 snack, and between lunch and dinner another snack. So those snacks will have these fruits. Any questions at all? Because
Any
we have
questions on this, guys? Anyone?
Hi,
Instead
Vijay.
of strawberry.
Yeah, Neha, yes. Yes, Neha, go ahead.
Actually, Vijay, I just want to check, like in breakfast, I don't eat yogurts and I don't want to eat chicken in breakfast. So is it okay if I take only egg?
Yeah, that's why we've got the eggs option here for breakfast.
How much egg we can,
Two,
like,
maximum take two.
two of them, either boiled or we can have
mushroom. What about mushrooms?
Yeah, you can add mushroom if you can. Otherwise, if you don't want anything else, if you want just 2 eggs, then just add some baby spinach or something.
okay, and like in mushroom, how much mushroom I can like
100
have?
grams.
100 grams. Okay. Okay, fine. So if I'm taking mushroom with eggs, so how much like both of them I can take?
1 egg and 100 grams of mushroom.
Okay, I can have 100 grams of mushroom and 1 egg together.
Yes, that's right. That's right. But first 3 days, hey, Neha, you're not counting anything.
Yeah, I know, but for like
Yeah,
next.
so for the second stage, we have to take this program, this challenge step by step. The second stage, Wednesday, we will go through all that. So you attend the Wednesday one so that we explain how to step into stage 2 from step 1.
Okay, fine.
It's easy for you then. Yes.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, thank you so much, Vidya. Yeah.
Hital, you raised your hand. Hital? Hital, can you unmute yourself?
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Tell me, Hital.
Yeah, so actually I am vegetarian, but I can eat eggs.
Yeah.
So can I mix up eggs and my food, my breakfast, like as a mixture of vegetarian and eggs?
So if you're only taking eggs, then you go for 2 eggs. Or if you want, if you're a vegetarian, then you can always go for yogurt and strawberry. Sorry, yogurt and strawberry options, or egg and mushroom options.
Mm-hmm.
So these kind of, you don't need to worry about the minced chicken.
Okay, so then minced chicken, because then I need fruit is there, my vegetable is there,
Yeah.
and my egg is there. So there is no need of chana, like a puda kind or nothing like that.
No, that is your food. This is, we are talking about breakfast only, no?
Okay, so only breakfast, there is a one only egg kind of things.
Yeah,
protein.
egg or yogurt or mushroom or with yogurt and strawberry. So we have given the options here. What grocery you need to buy.
Okay. So these are any of one I can eat in the
Yeah,
breakfast.
So if you're taking egg, we have asked you to, these are grocery list that you need to buy. All right.
Okay,
So then
understand.
from this grocery list, eat whatever you can from this breakfast.
Understand.
If you want to take egg, you take egg. All right.
Okay,
If you want to take yogurt, then take a bit yogurt and maybe you add some mushroom in it. Sorry,
Okay.
not mushroom, strawberry.
Yes, understand.
So like that. All right.
Yeah. Okay, get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And
Thank you. Thank
Can I
you.
add something for Hetu? I think the first thing she was asking, I mean, that's what I understood is like, since she is vegetarian, can she eat egg? So for vegetarian meal plans, there is egg and mushroom option, either one option, and then second option, as Vijay said, there is option of strawberry and yogurt. So if you don't eat strawberry and yogurt, the vegetarian meal plans covers that mushroom and egg.
Okay, good. Thank you.
All right. Preeti?
Yeah, one question, Vijaya, that if I eat yogurt with strawberry, so how much yogurt? Like a bowl?
No. Okay. So first 3 days, you don't have measurement.
Okay.
Yeah. So you take as much yogurt you require and then a bit of
Okay.
strawberry. Usually you'll take a bowl, a small bowl of yogurt and strawberry, put strawberry, you eat. So first 3 days, you don't need to worry about the measurement.
Okay.
After
And
that-
another one thing is that, do I need to cook? Like I have, I got this program recommendation from my friend and she used to cook without oil. So everything without oil, right?
Yes, that's coming next. That's our next tips and tricks that we will be going.
And like you said, like 1 tub of Greek yogurt. So if I marinate my chicken and everything with the yogurt, that
No. You're not marinating any non-veg with your yogurt. You don't. You
okay.
marinate your non-veg with the herbs and spices list.
Okay,
Not
got it.
Yogurt.
Okay.
Alright, don't use yogurt. Yogurt is a vegetarian's protein.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're doing non-veg, then you have to stick to the non-veg protein. Don't mix in vegetarian protein into it.
Okay, got it.
All right. Hemal?
Yeah, Vijaya, in vegetarian, can we take some stuff like poha or khakra with yogurt kind of stuff?
Oh,
or
no,
do we have to-
nothing. If it's not in the list, you don't take.
Okay.
Very simple. If it's not listed, it is not something that you should consider at
We
all.
should consider. Okay, got you.
All right. Any other question, guys?
No, all good.
All good. All right, so let's go to our cooking style tips and tricks. Maybe do you want to start first so that we just go through a bit of the oil and those kind of things, and then I'll add in from there.
So we'll just talk without sharing the screen or anything.
Not yeah.
Okay, so while you are doing this program, make sure you can't, make sure you can use oil. So it has to be oil-free cooking. So the cooking styles, you can do few options, either air fryer. Sorry, my kitchen is now running. Sorry for the background noise. So you can either use the air fryer, or you can also go with the soup kind of styles, or you can marinate and put it in the oven, or you can use the non-stick pan. So if you don't have even if you have non-stick pan, and some of the pans are already like, getting like sticker like with the food, what you can use is you can use the baking paper, and that will help you with your food. So that's the cooking style. So what you can use while cooking is, as I mentioned earlier, you can use varieties of herbs and spices, and make sure to use that. Make sure to utilize every opportunity you get from the meal plans, but not outside the list, of course. And make sure to use Himalayan salt instead of regular salt. And 3 liters water is really important. And you might have heard about you can't drink after 7 p.m. So the reason is it's not about the 7 p.m. exact time, but what we are trying to explain here is make sure to drink your 3 liters water throughout the day, and make it until 2-3 hours before you go to bed. So what does that do is, if you drink your water, like larger quantity of water, just right before you are sleeping, then the first thing it will make you is wee in the middle of the night, and which will break your sleep. And sleep is really important in the weight loss program, and also at the time, because your body will lose calorie while you are sleeping. And especially from the 11 p.m. till 1 a.m., our body releases a specific hormone called somatotropin hormone, so which will helps to burn the calories. Okay, so it's really important to fall asleep before 11 p.m. and to drink your water 2-3 hours before you sleep. So that's the first thing, the reason that you should not be drinking water till late. And the second reason, what will happen if you drink water till late, is your body can hold the water. It will start to retain the water, especially in your joints. So you can have joint pains in the long term, as well as in the morning when you go and weigh yourself, you will see your weight not been lost and or maybe stagnant, So that would be the reason for you. So don't drink water just till late. And what other tips I could share here is always get in touch with the mentors. The more you communicate with the mentors, you will be successful in this program. Don't ever think like maybe this is a silly questions or this is a very basic questions. There is no any such questions at all. If you are confused, always get in touch with the mentors. And some of the expected, the symptoms or maybe side effects of the program are and it's a usual side effects, okay, like constipation. So why constipation happens is your body is totally changing to adapt a new style of eating, like mono eating, and also the portion. So your portion is really smaller than what you have been eating in the past. So what that will do is your body is not getting enough food, and then your body can go to constipation, not having enough fibers. Some people even after having that fiber in the morning, that might not be enough for you. because you might be eating too much fiber as like whole of your life. So you can have constipation, but that's really normal, and we can intervene how we can work out for your constipation with different advices. So always get in touch with the mentor. And the headache is another thing. So why we have headache is because your body is not getting enough carbohydrates, and your brain is not getting enough glucose. So that can also trigger your headache. So if that happens, simply just take paracetamol as normally, like what we do, and drink water. If you don't drink enough water, that will also contribute to like your weight loss. So make sure you are drinking 3 liters water. Is there anything that I missed? Oh, 8 hours sleep. So 8 hours sleep is really important, to have a good 8 hours sleep, as I already talked a little bit about sleep earlier. So try to have a good sleep.
Right. So our carb blocker, take it before the meal, guys. So Sonali, for your constipation, try taking 2 scoop of fiber at night with just water, mix fiber and drink. After taking the fiber drink, take a hot glass of water. Try doing that and see if your stomach clears in the morning. If you need extra help, go to chemist and get something to help out with your constipation as well. It can be very common in the program, just because you, like what Bedi explained, you have very less waste in your food, because most of the food that you're eating are absorbed as a nutrition. So it goes as a nutrition, and then very less goes as a waste into your bowel. When there is less waste, there is less weight. When there is less weight, there is less movement. All right. So that's why sometimes people in this program, they get 2-3 days once they go to toilet. Oh my goodness.
I have a question from Kamal. I'll just answer her. So for the carb blocker, Kamal, make sure to eat before lunch, before dinner. And I explain the reason, because carb blocker is a product that slows down your digestion. So that will keep you full for longer hours. And the second reason is that carb blocker also helps with the slow absorption of the carbohydrates. So that will also help with your weight loss.
Yeah.
So before lunch, before dinner, and before means not like 1 hour, half hour before, right before the meal.
Okay. So the other thing I wanted to prepare you guys with is, like Bedi said, non-stick pan, oven, bake, grill, air fry, soup. These are the options. When I say soup, it is does not mean you blend your vegetable and make it into a soup. It is still need to be chunky. It's clear soup. All right, if you're making chicken soup, chicken is there, and then your vegetable need to be there as well. All right, so don't blend anything and don't make smoothies of anything. We don't want smoothies. This is not a shake-based program. This is full meal eating program. All right, you need to make sure you're eating all your 3 meals. Only then your metabolism is going to go up. Neha, you've got question?
Yeah, Vijaya, I just want to check which one is the better, like carb blocker or digestive enzyme?
So Neha, if you're going, see, there is 2 reasons people go for carb blocker. People go for carb blocker even after the program. All right, carb blocker, basically you need to understand the science behind carb blocker. Carb blocker stops the conversion of carbohydrate into glucose in your body. So a person who takes, like you're a vegetarian and you're taking a lot of kala chana, kidney bean, these kind of things, then carb blocker might be suitable for you. Otherwise, if you're a non-veg, I would recommend digestive enzyme better for you, because it breaks it out.
Yeah, and I can also add about the digestive enzyme. So it's not about which one is much better, but then it's about what that individual person's body also needs. Because some of the mentees we might have noticed as a mentors, or even as being mentees, you might have noticed on yourself that your digestion, your metabolism might have slowed down. So in that case, always go for digestive enzymes, because it helps with your digestive system to get more active, and it helps with metabolism process as well. Because I do have some mentees whose metabolism has really slowed down over the years, and they really need that digestive enzyme as well. So, but for most of the people, like if you're only focusing on the carbohydrates absorption, like slow digestion, then you can obviously go with the carb blocker.
Which we don't recommend. That is why if you see our grocery list, very less moong is there, very less kala chana is there. So we don't want you guys to lean too much towards your kidney bean, your dal, your kala chana, soybean, all these. Don't lean too much on that. Lean on the more lighter proteins if possible. Right? Twice or 2 or 3 times a week, you have those kind of things, but other times try to go for proper other protein. And so,
Answers question,
yeah.
How to drink 3 liters water. The first thing you can go today, right today, is get a bottle. Okay, get a bottle and make sure your bottle has got at least 800 mils or to 1 liter. So this one has 800 mils. So what that will do is it will help you to keep track of your water, how much you're drinking. And if you're really not a person who drinks or who loves water, then the worst thing you can do is put alarm in your mobile phone. I can also suggest that. But then if you start taking water from your bottle, it will obviously help you. And if you are struggling to drink like a pure water, then you can also add some flavors of cucumber or lemon, lime, or even mint, whichever helps you. And if it's summer, then it's amazing. Like, you know, all flavored water is really nice. And so that's how you drink. So every half an hour, and don't try to drink like half liter at once. Drink it throughout the day. So it flushes your fat, it flushes your toxins gradually instead of like, you know, making your body like overloaded with the water.
Yeah, if you drink too much at a time, then you will just urinate it fast. You just take it out, so it won't do the cleansing in your body. The other way for water is what I usually do, because my work is always on the desk. So I've got 5 bottles of 600 mLs in front of me, because if I'm going out, I cannot carry the big bottles. So I grab that small one and I go out with me. So always have your bottle filled and ready in front of you. That's the trick to make sure you finish your water. If you need to run and refill your bottle, you're not going to do it. So have 600 ml bottle, 5 bottles ready in front of you. You starting your work, you're going to office, 6 or 5 bottle need to be there in front of you. By the time you finish your this one, at least 4 bottle must be gone, and 1 bottle you're carrying with you, you're going back home. All right.
Yeah. And if you feel like it takes time to refill your bottle, something like that, I have literally counted how long it takes to refill 1 liter of water. It takes 60 seconds.
Counted that also.
And from the freeze, you know, a tap, it will even be faster.
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
Vidya, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Just want to ask you, you mentioned like don't lean about too much about the chana and the dal. So just a quick question, like in a week, how many times we can have like black chana or the sprout?
Based on the grocery list that I've given you 1 meal kala chana and 1 meal sprout. The rest of the meal, you've got tofu, paneer, halloumi, and yogurt.
And what is the best protein for a night? Which is, you know,
you don't touch any of this kala chana and everything. Go for tofu, paneer, yogurt, and halloumi, because they are lighter. They digest very fast. You take kala chana, it's going to bloat you up at night.
Yeah.
So it will feel very bloated. So don't take those kind of things. The beans, moong, all those don't take at night.
Okay.
Leave it for lunch only.
Yeah. Okay.
The same way for non-veg, you don't take red meat at night. You take them only on lunchtime, so that it has more time to digest and clean up your out of your system.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. If I think we've already exceeded our 1 hour today. Any other questions, guys, before we end today's session? And you guys are good? Are you all ready?
Yeah.
All right. I'm looking forward.
Okay, Google switch off.
Which Google?
Okay, the last thing but not the least. So even though we just had this session, it doesn't mean like you can't go back to your mentor or go back to your mentor, because if you have not been explained about your nutritional routine, the meal plans, they are yet to do it. Like even I have some mentees that I have to explain, still. So for all of you, you can go back to your mentors and ask them to explain this to you individually.
Yeah. So you and your mentors thing, it is still the normal, the same thing. All right. This group, the weight loss group, is an extra support that you get to boost you up in the program. That's it. Okay. All right. Let's end today's session, and we will be having next one on Wednesday to get you all started to stage 2. So Wednesday is your 3rd day of stage 1. All right. So on Wednesday night, we will have one session, and we will inform you guys what time is that. And again, that will be recorded as well. So this recording, I'll put it in the session, in the group immediately now. All right.
Thanks.
Thank you very much for coming
Thank
in today,
you.
guys. Thanks,
Thank you,
Nidhi. Thank you
everyone.
very
Thank
much.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Best of luck, best wishes.
Thanks.
Let's
Bye.
cross all the fats out. See
Thank
ya.
you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.